forces in this world, both mutant and human alike, believe that a war is coming. Anything happens.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Marvel showed off a new Avengers Doomsday trailer at Destination D23, which is a big event that Disney was holding for all of its brands like Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars. They had a bunch of Mandalorian and Grogu footage. What we'll do is break down all the Avengers Doomsday footage and some of the recent stuff that they've been filming. Like there were some cars from the 1940s indicating that we'd actually be seeing Captain America and Peggy Carter back after the end of Avengers Endgame in the 1940s. So a lot of people wondering if Chris Evans was going to be in the movie. Yes, he is going to be in the movie.
Hi, D23 members, this is Joe.
And Anthony Russo.
Right now we're in London shooting Marvel Studios' Avengers Doomsday.
Thank you to the many people that were able to leak this out. It is potato quality, so I had to be a little careful about the way that I break this down, just breaking it up into a couple different clips. You could definitely tell that Kevin Feige's Marvel snipers were in full effect, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up the trailer clips throughout this video. It should be okay. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. So this is the Russos showing off their behind-the-scenes trailer. It was actually a bunch of clips together, then some new footage of them and Paul Rudd making some Ant-Man jokes. They started the trailer with the regular Marvel Studios fanfare intro that they use in front of most of their movies, the regular music that they put during their titles most of the time. They changed it with a couple of the recent movies, but it stops midway through, like the music stops, interrupted by a clip of Thor saying, "We can put together the greatest team ever."
We can put together the greatest team ever. If we can't see the good of each other, we've already lost the fight.
In context, I think that it's meant to be a moment from Thor Love and Thunder that they're carrying forward with him talking about putting together the greatest team of Avengers, multiple teams of Avengers together because of the way they're going to split all the different teams up in the movie. Then each of the separate characters got their hero moment in the trailer that they clipped out, and separating the clips was this Doctor Doom sound effect of his magic and technology combined, sort of a mechanical, magical whooshing sound effect that they use for transitions. Then a clip of Sam Wilson saying, "If we can't see the good in each other, we've already lost the fight." I think this is actually meant to be a reference to the fight, the feuds that are happening between teams like the New Avengers who are fighting against Sam Wilson's New Avengers about the name at the end of the Thunderbolts movie. Like there's a legal fight brewing, so there's a lot of tension in the actual movie when they first all come together. Like, who is leading this brand new Avengers team? Who is the New Avengers team? Who's on the roster? So it's not like everybody comes into the movie all being best friends forever. Then there's a clip of Shuri saying, "Now is our time to strike," because remember, she's super stabby now. They're kind of making it sound like she brings that more stabby edge to her into Avengers Doomsday when they're going up against Doctor Doom's teams. There was also a recent clip of her with the Fantastic Four characters that seemed like it was happening on their ship, along with some of the New Avengers characters, the Thunderbolts characters like John Walker, and also some of Sam Wilson's New Avengers, because you also see Torres in his new Falcon suit also on the ship with them. So it's meant to take place after all the teams have started coming together with the Fantastic Four.
Will I be there when the Avengers need me? Absolutely.
Then there was a clip of Ant-Man saying, "Will I be there when the Avengers need me?" Then a couple of gunshots, and he finishes saying, "Absolutely," which I think is meant to be from Quantumania, but also a reference to the idea that he will be in Avengers Doomsday. He will be fighting with the characters. Also because the Russos literally used him in the new trailer footage that they included as part of this D23 trailer. So like they were using Ant-Man himself to make some jokes about Avengers Doomsday as they were hyping it up.
We stick together from now on.
Then they used the transition of a couple more gunshots in a clip of Yelena Belova saying, "We stick together from now on," which I think is meant to be from Thunderbolts. Also the idea that she helps bring the different teams together just because everybody is at each other's throats when they meet each other for the first time.
That pressure, that responsibility, I want that too.
Then a clip of Falcon saying, "That pressure, that responsibility, I want that too," which is also from Captain America Brave New World. And the idea that it's a huge upgrade for him because he's never actually been part of an Avengers team before, but they implied at the end of Captain America Brave New World that Sam Wilson was telling him, be ready, and he was going to let him be on his new Avengers team. Then a clip of Red Guardian saying, "This has the makings of a team that can bring light from the darkness," which is also a Thunderbolts reference, but the idea that he's just super jazzed up to be back for Avengers Doomsday and be on these new Avengers teams.
Raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard.
Then there's a clip of God Loki saying, raising things to the ground is easy, trying to fix what's broken is hard. So obviously a reference to the multiverse breaking in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. You'll also notice that the dialogue is taken from Loki Season 2, Episode 4 when he was talking to Sylvie. People have been asking if Sylvie is going to show up in Avengers Doomsday. There's supposed to be a TVA team that does show up in the movie. A lot of the movie takes place at the TVA, so there's a good chance that she could be in the movie, but they haven't confirmed her.
Forces in this world, both mutant and human alike, believe that a war is coming.
Then there was a clip of Patrick Stewart's Professor X saying there are forces in this world, both mutant and human alike, who believe that a war is coming. Obviously a reference to Doctor Doom coming to the MCU and coming to the X-Men's universe, but eventually fighting them, the war that's going to be happening in the movie, many different wars.
Anything happens, I'll take care of it.
Then there was a clip of James Marsters' Cyclops saying, if anything happens, I'll take care of them, a reference to him leading the X-Men team. But also, I think this is clipped from X-Men The Last Stand movie when he was talking to the unconscious Professor X at that moment. Maybe they're threatening Patrick Stewart, Professor X's life during this. We will see. Not really clear what they're going to be doing with Professor X or Magneto during this movie because Ian McKellen's Magneto is coming back too. Please do not kill them off at the beginning of the movie. Most of the footage we've actually seen of the X-Mansion seems like it's happening in their universe. They might just say that that's the same X-Men universe that Monica Rambeau wound up in at the end of the Marvels movie, because somebody that was also working with the actress Teyonah Parris also posted to their Instagram that she'd actually been filming in what seemed like Avengers Doomsday, so it does seem like they'll be following up on that scene. Makes sense. One of the few post-credit scenes that they are paying off from Marvel Phase 4 and Marvel Phase 5.
Today, we are your defenders. We will protect you.
Then there was a clip of Reed Richards saying, today we are your defenders, we will protect you, which is from the Fantastic Four movie, but also the idea that they're supposed to be visiting the Fantastic Four's 828 universe again. They're going to be Avengers characters, part of this new Avengers teams inside the Baxter Building during the movie. I think to pay off that Fantastic Four post-credit scene with Franklin Richards in Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom. Then a clip of Shuri giving the Wakandan war cry that you also heard T'Challa giving during Avengers Infinity War, basically hyping them going up to battle against Doctor Doom's team. Then they continued the trailer with more footage of the Russo brothers and Paul Rudd's Ant-Man.
We're bringing together so many of your favorite heroes to face one of Earth's greatest threats in the MCU, Doctor Doom.
Joe Russo said, right now we're in London shooting Marvel Studios' Avengers Doomsday, and then the Russo brothers went back and forth on the sentences that they recited as part of this big speech that it seems like they practiced. Anthony Russo then saying, this movie is, to say the least, a big one for us. It's bigger than anything we've done before. We're bringing together so many of your favorite heroes to face one of Earth's greatest threats in the MCU, Doctor Doom. Then they continued saying, we wish we could be there with you in person at D23, but right now we're pouring everything we've got into this film, making sure we're putting together the best possible story for you, the world's greatest fans.
Greatest fans, Mike.
What are you guys doing?
Then they had the funny moment where they were interrupted, but on purpose, from Paul Rudd, who was making a joke of it, acting like he was strategically stopping them from revealing big spoilers and blocking the view of what was happening behind them during the scene that they were in the middle of filming for Avengers Doomsday. You remember, this is technically meant to be a behind-the-scenes kind of trailer. Then he said, we're surrounded by jaw-dropping sets and some truly incredible talent, many of whom you just saw teased in that great video. Bringing this story to the big screen means the world to us, and we couldn't do it without your support. So part of the idea is this is meant to be like the behind-the-scenes trailers that they initially started releasing for Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, where like they didn't want to reveal an official trailer, like a regular trailer, but they still wanted to release some kind of trailer. All the brand new footage of Captain America and Peggy Carter's 1940s cards makes it seem like Tom Hiddleston's God Loki is going to visit them in the 1940s for some reason. Not totally clear what they're actually doing in that scene. It just feels like it's going to be a follow-up to the end of Avengers Endgame for continuity purposes. Like something happens in the past and it's real crazy. There are a number of different twists that they can actually provide for that ending for Avengers Endgame. Recently, there were also a lot of questions about Robert Downey Jr. getting into a fight with someone on set. I don't know why, but for some reason, people thought that it was Ryan Reynolds that he was fighting with, and there was some weird Iron Man or Doctor Doom, Deadpool craziness that was happening on set. Supposedly, people at Marvel, like insiders and separately TMZ, were reporting that there was no feud between Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds. They've never actually filmed scenes together, and the two actors have never actually met in person before, so they couldn't actually be feuding behind the scenes. There was also a clip circulating of Ryan Reynolds eating a Robert Downey Jr. cookie. That's actually a video from 2022, a couple years ago. The people, I think, were just posting on like TikTok and social media, making it seem like it was a brand new clip. Does not mean that there was a feud going on briefly behind the scenes, just that there was no feud between Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds. So if he was feuding with someone, it was a totally different actor. But as the Russo brothers said in that behind-the-scenes trailer that they released, they're in the middle of filming. They're going to be filming both of these movies, Doomsday and Secret Wars, back-to-back, with maybe like a couple weeks break between them. Whatever footage they wind up revealing, whatever teasers we get, of course I will do videos for everything. And if you did spot any more Easter eggs in the leaked trailer from D23, just let me know in the comments and I'll add them to my future bonus videos. Separately, you'll remember Marvel is also filming Spider-Man Brand New Day right now. We might get a new teaser for that or some new footage sometime in the next couple weeks. Recently, you also probably spotted Vin Diesel trying to join the Spoiler Bros, talking about another separate Marvel movie that he's trying to get made with Groot and Hulk. Click here to learn about that, and click here for that new Avengers Doomsday Deadpool video that Ryan Reynolds just released. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.